As the Commonwealth game has officially come to an end, encomium are pouring in for Team Nigeria for shining like a million stars, putting up a superlative performance to finish in the top 10 medal table. And of course, for football fans, European football is back. And we must say that the English Premier League on match day one lived up to the billing. Now, that's not all. Drama in Manchester United. Glazers must go, the chants of Manchester United fan. How will this chant end? Most people are already saying that was one of the things that affected the performance on the pitch of play. Well, I mean, I wasn't there, so I cannot join that argument. But of course, for Serie A fans and La Liga fans, our curiosity will be rekindled this weekend when the league begins. On that note, I welcome you to Sport Pizza, where you get the absolute best in the very exciting world of sport. My name is Brownson Wana, and the program is well loaded for your viewing pleasure today. But first, let's take a very quick break. When we come back, we serve you all the actions. Don't go away. Welcome back. Now, let me bring in my strike partner. We need to be on speed to cover all the things we have for you today. Olakule Philip joins me at this time. Kule, good to have the program today.
Yeah, top of the day to you, Bronson. I'm very excited to be here this morning. You know, coming from the heel of the performance of the Nigerian contingent to Birmingham, I felt so happy with their performance. And also, this English Premier League is back. And, you know, this is not the time for Arsenal fans to begin to mourn or begin to feel bad about the team starting on a bad note. Yes, the team is back.
No, Arsenal started on a good note.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you mean United?
Yes, on a high-flying note, not just on a good note, on a high-flying note. Out there,
how many goals? How many
2 goals to nothing.
Yeah,
it's not a joke. It's not a joke. We winning the last time out when Arsenal faced Crystal Palace.
Okay.
We needed the 3 points and they got it past us, winning by as many as 3 goals to nothing. So we had to go there and pay them back in their coin. I'm really very delighted that Arsenal is back to winning ways.
But let me also remind you that Man City went to win away.
Yeah, you always expect.
And the highest score, I'm just trying to remind you that the highest scoring team over the weekend was Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah, well, it was Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, they had it against that.
No. Don't undermine that performance.
No, I'm not undermining the performance. It's still the same 3 number of points, but it's really good to see that the EPL has started.
All right, but first, let's start from home. Charity, they say, begins at home. It was a very good game in the Commonwealth game. The performance was second to none as Team Nigeria put up a very good show to give a very good representation of the country. Now, we had 12 gold, well deserved. Now, silver, bronze made up a very good number. But on the program today, we are going to be celebrating these ladies for the kind of performance. Now, let's start with Tobi Amusan, who finished 100-meter hurdle. Now, Kunle, you need to see how she took up that raise, that hurdle. I mean, at some point, maybe I would have gassed out. But I mean, she showed so much strength and character and beat all other contingents to finish first.
Yeah, I'm really very happy for Tobi Amusan, the world record holder. It was expected that she's going to win because from even the commentators will tell you, watch out for that lady, Tobi Amusan. And I'm very happy that she didn't let us down, breaking the Commonwealth record again of 12.30 centimeter. For me, is a very, very meters. I beg your pardon. It's a very massive one for her, and she has come to stay. Yes, that's what she meant, and she said it's her time. When I checked the social media handle immediately after she won, yes, she said it's her time, and God is really making it happen for her. We hope that she's going to continue in that vein. And Brownson, with so much as passions has been thrown at the sport ministry and of course the associations for the dismal performances we've been having over the years. But I must tell you, most of the time I talk about the 1992 Barcelona Olympics, where we had the likes of Onyeali, Chioma, Chioma wasn't there.
Was
we
the
had
Olympics.
Falila, Nkwocha, the likes of Sunday Bada and all of them. But even at that time, when Nigerian athletics were at its peak, we never had a world champion. This is the first time, yes, in Nigerian athletics history that we are having a world champion right here representing their country.
Not just a world champion, a record holder.
A record holder, shattering those records. That was a couple of months ago. Weeks ago, I beg your pardon. She's back at the Commonwealth Games, also shattering records. And then we're just looking forward. We hope she'll be in good shape. We're praying for her. She'll be in good condition. Nothing is going to happen to her. She's just going to go to the next Olympics and grab the gold medal for Nigeria. And of course, hoist the flag of the country very high at international competitions.
That's what it is, Kule. I mean, it couldn't have been well captured the way you did. Now, Brume long jump finished as gold medalist. I mean, I saw that jump. It was fantastic. And even though she had the 4 starts, the first one, I was scared. After seeing the Ghanaian,
that's the Borakwa. The first jump for by all the representatives, the athletes, it was Deborah Kwa. I think she had 6.95 centimeters jump, and for me it was massive. For someone who was representing for the first time, a young lady of 19, I felt, yes, when you watch the qualifying phase, she had the better record than even Brume. But when the time to really, jostle for it came, girl came to party. Brume has never disappointed their Nigeria. Our second jump was massive, displacing the Ghanaian. 6.99 was the second jump, and the third jump, man, she did the amazing.
Crowned it all.
the record of the Commonwealth Games record of 700 centimeters. I was joyous. I was very excited because it was almost looking like the last event for Nigeria where we have hopes, because I think we later had the 4x400 meters, and the guys will always disappoint. It's been the ladies who's been winning the gold medals for our beloved country, Nigeria. Congratulations to Nigeria once again. Congratulations to Brume.
Now, that wasn't the only gold medal we had in that competition. We also won gold in 4x100 meters. Now, I must give it to these ladies, Amusan, Ofili, Nkwocha, and Chukwuma. Now, these ladies put up a very good show to make sure we finished the gold medal stand. Now, Chioma Onyekwere won gold in discus. We also have Messi Genesis wrestling. I mean, let's even talk about wrestling a bit. I mean, you notice that we dominated the wrestling categories and swept lots of gold for the likes of Messi Genesis, Oduntayo, Adijat, Blessing, Oborodudu, and I mean, put up
Adijat Olaoye.
Fantastic show. It tells you at this point, I think the Ministry of Sports should look at the areas where we have strength, especially wrestling, weightlifting. Gradually, we are moving into the track and field. So there should be lots of investment in this sport.
There should be a lot of investment, and we know this from the inception that this wrestling has always been our strength. The athletics, talking about the 100 meters, 200 meters, 4x100 meters, these are even 4x400 meters, has always been our strength, not forgetting weightlifting, because this were the sport where we amassed as many medals as possible. The table tennis that we even said we had hopes, they really didn't come to party. We only had one medal. I think it was the bronze medal in table tennis in the entire competition. But I think the sport ministry needs to pay attention to all these sports that we talked about, particularly wrestling and also weightlifting as well. And of course, the other athletes is talking about long jump and all of that. The last time we spoke with the president of the Nigerian Wrestling Federation, Daniel Igali, prior to this competition, he was not really happy about the kind of preparation we had. To be candid, it was shoddy. And he said, okay, probably when we get to the competition, yes, the athletes are preparing. The preparation from their own part has been good. We hope the Nigerian factor will always come to bear. Let's not forget, when you have athletes like Oborodudu and you have Brume, you always know that these athletes will always give you the needed results.
Now, that doesn't mean that what the president of Onyeali, the president of Wrestling Federation, said wasn't correct.
Yeah,
now,
very correct.
Let's talk about the fact that we went on, or we've done well in this competition. We've won lots of gold and all of that. Now, you see, there's something about the Nigerian spirit where individuality comes
Absolutely.
up. Preparation for us is always zero. But when we get to tournaments like this, individual performance tends to take the day.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he was saying in the interview, and I think that that individual brilliance, that Nigerian factor, the Nigerian spirit came to bear in this competition. But we don't know when things are going to change in Nigeria as far as preparation. Someone said, if we have the kind of organization that the South Africans have. The South Africans are second. I mean, they're second in the African ranking because I think
behind
they had
Nigeria.
behind Nigeria. They had 7 gold medals. But in the kind of organization they have, if we can have adequate preparation with the adequate facilities,
at least half of those facilities they have.
Compete with the Australians and the English contingent as well. But it's always the same old story. The sport ministry are always giving exclusive here and there. Yes, under the auspices, the leadership of the present Minister for Sport, we have been able to achieve what we have never achieved before by winning 12 gold medals in the Commonwealth Games. The last time out, we've had 11 gold medals in about 3 previous the past editions, but this time we were able to win it beyond. Some people will begin to shower encomiums on the sport ministry. I think that the sport ministry do not deserve the encomiums. I think even the associations talking about the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, the Wrestling Federation, they should be the one to get the encomiums, not the sport ministry at all. Because
they're all under the Ministry of Sport.
Yeah, they're under the Ministry of Sport. Just like when Tobi Amusan won the 100 meters, she broke the world record. Attention was shifted to her side, and even the state where she comes from, talking about Ogun State, the governor, Abiodun, came out and of course showered encomiums, posted so much about her that he adopted her. And meanwhile, sport in Ogun State is not what it used to be. Because we know Ogun State to be back in the days. I don't want to begin to mention the administration and all of that, but most times our leaders want to sow from where they did not reap.
Now, this brings me to National Sports Festival, where it's like a Nigerian Olympics, where all the states come with their athletes, and have a good representation. Now, what happened?
Now, postponement here and there.
I'm not talking about postponement. Now, what you see someone from Lagos, an origin of Lagos, competing for Delta State. Now, what's the reason? They'll tell you they've been in camp for Lagos for 4 months, 5 months, no camp allowance. And Delta State is saying, come, we'll pay you XYZ amount every day. So you see that some states are developing in sport, some aren't. So it's a big problem. I think this Commonwealth game should be like a blessing for us, where we'll come back and say, okay, if we did this much without much preparations and development of sport, if we do XYZ and for instance, sports can create over 20 million jobs.
Absolutely.
Over 20 million jobs. For instance, I'll give you an instance. Look at South Africa, for instance. Look at how their rugby team is dominating. They have handball team. They have hockey team. They have cricket. These are sports in Nigeria that doesn't have a base. Do you understand? So if we put all these things together, I'm telling you that in a very short while, and look at the leagues. We have League A, B, and C.
But one of the things also that this does for us is that is rebuilding our image. Some people who see Nigeria as a nation that's got those negative vibes and all of that, begin to sing a new tune, begin to see Nigeria from another perspective, because these are representatives who has been able to do well. In their field, and I think that things has to really the ministry has to invest in sports so that we can also continue to get the kind of result we got at the Commonwealth Games. All right,
I totally agree with you, Kule. And quickly, just to also recognize some other few people that did well in the competition, we have Goodness Nwachukwu, Discus Para. Fantastic. She did so well to win gold in that one. And of course, we also have Eucharia Njideka, Shortput Para. fantastic. We want to say congratulations to all the people that gave us gold medal and bronze. Maybe in our next show, to be fair, we'll mention our silver medalist. So it won't look like because you didn't win gold and you're not recognized because of time on the program. Maybe next week we'll look for, we'll just also recognize all those that gave us silver and bronze medal respectively. Now let's take a very quick break. When we come back, we'll go straight to Europe and then give you the updates of what's happening in the world of football. Welcome back. Now let's take you to what went down in England in match day 1. Now let's give kudos to Arsenal. They started the Friday night football in a very high note. Even though I saw that win coming with the way
you saw it coming.
With the way they
that's good.
Are you going to come and do my job now? All right. I give it to Kule anyway. The first game was fantastic, and it was a good game of football. Arsenal were able to handle the ball. I mean, it reminds me of those days of Arsene Wenger, where Arsenal passed the ball, whole possession, create those dangerous chances. We are beginning to see those old glory days return for Arsenal.
Yeah, the guys gave a very good account of themselves. I was really very happy with the play. And they're coming against Crystal Palace, who doesn't go down easily. They were able to hold their own. And the likes of Shevchenko, Saliba, and of course Gabriel Jesus were able to prove that they would be a great addition to the Arsenal team. Yes, you saw the way the mesmerizing moves of Gabriel Jesus at some point. And also Saliba was a thorn in the flesh of their attackers, holding his own, not forgetting the other defender, Shevchenko. And we hope that the team, though there's still some deficiencies, the Palace team came back in the second half and they were almost getting the equalizer, except if not for the brilliance of Ramsel in the art of the goalkeeping department for Arsenal. So we hope that Arsenal will continue to win games, but of course it's going to be very tough.
Now,
very tough.
Erling Haaland, after the Community Shield, there were lots of
Aspersions.
Yeah, there were lots of tantrum thrown against him, but I think Haaland shot all his critics last weekend. Now, apart from the fact that he won the penalty, his ball possession, his hold-up play, he's got pace, he's intelligent, and the way he finished the second goal, Kule, I think we are in for a long season in the English Premier League.
I wasn't surprised last week when we were here, when we talked about the curtain raiser, the Community Shield here, and there so many people were casting aspersions at Haaland. We told them that, look, this is just one of those games that we're going to see. This season, Haaland is someone in the last 3 seasons has been absolutely consistent, and he scored as many as 20 goals. Just to on a light note, he scores as much as 20 goals in a season. And you expect such a player not to do well in a club like Manchester City, who plays
lots of chances.
Plays that chances will be created. So I think I'm not surprised with his performance, and he's going to paint the EPL red this season.
All right,
with loads of goals. Now
talking about red, the red side of Manchester, it wasn't a very good start for them with Ten Hag. At the helms of affair. Now, I have to mention that because when the man was brought in, a lot of people thought he was going to do magic, but that magic wasn't done at Old Trafford. Now, before that game, Kunle, something happened outside the stadium. Fans were found protesting, asking the Glazers to go, and then we saw them burning the colors of yellow and green. They want United to go back to those days of green and yellow and all of that, lots of things. Now, do you think Glazers are really the problem of Arsenal? Because now they're also criticizing the kind of transfer business United are involved in this season.
Yes, who else is to be blamed if not for the Glazers? The man who saddled with the responsibility of leading the team, talking about Ten Hag, told them that he wants some certain players in different positions. Let's not forget, some of the players have left already, and at this point in time, they need a holding midfielder who can hold his own, who can also create create opportunities in the heart of the midfield. When we know that some of these players, that's one of the areas in which Manchester United are lacking, and also in the attacking position as well. They need a prolific striker, and he told them, look, there are some certain players that I want, But they're not getting the players. They went from other clubs that you don't even expect are busy in the transfer market, getting their targets. Manchester United, but we're busy looking around. I don't know. I don't understand.
And then
turning Manchester United to a small club.
Rashford, for me, in that game, I mean, looking at Rashford, I don't think Rashford
deserves to be
a United player. Because, in my opinion, Rashford killed that game on Saturday for United. He's got sitter.
Chances.
Again, Kule, sometimes I wonder the rationale of these coaches. When I saw the lineup, I was watching this match with a friend. I said, United will not win this game. Because I don't understand why coaches put some of their best. But if you have a problem with Ronaldo, that is personal problem. Well, when it comes to professional, do your job. Ronaldo should have. He had no business being on the bench.
Bouncing. I think the body movement of Ronaldo says it all, that he doesn't want to stay with Manchester United. And I think that the coach, and that's his reasons why he decided to put him on the bench. For a player whose mind and probably his thinking is no more with a certain club, the coach would begin to think about life after that player. And I think that was exactly what Ten Hag did. I'm not going to...
And you play Eriksen as your top 9?
That's what he has.
Eriksen.
Who else is going to play? They don't even have those talisman that we used to know Manchester United for again. And the coach has told them, look, I need this player, I need that player. And the board seems to be nonchalant about it. That's why the fans are protesting.
The season is still fresh. All right.
Absolutely. I think that the Manchester United will come back.
I think after this week, we should be saying maybe 14 days to the end of the transfer window.
Absolutely.
Do you think United can strengthen their squad?
They have to strengthen right now.
It's not have to.
No, they have to right now. No, it's not. With what they've said, I think one thing that I love about Manchester is the way their fans respond to situations. They've been the most... their voice are always coming out very loud. And I think that if nothing is done, you won't be shocked that the old fans will encroach the pitch and pick up anybody beatable in one of the games. Absolutely. I think that the Glazers, you should really do what the fans want at this time. They need to go all out, sign players, and of course, the colors of the jersey might have,
Well, Reds and the Red Devil wasn't a good time for the red side of Manchester, but of course, the blue side celebrated in a grand style. Now, there were lots of other things that happened in the English Premier League, but of course, we have so much limited time to look at them. But quickly, before we go, big things will be happening in the likes of in Serie A and La Liga, as they officially will be kicking off this weekend. Now, let's quickly look at some fixtures to expect in Italian Serie A. Now, it will begin on 13th, which is on Saturday, with AC Milan, defending champion, taking on Udinese. That game will be the first game of the day. We also have Sampdoria taking on Atalanta. Lecce, who are newcomers in the league after they were relegated years ago, made his return. They'll be taking on Inter Milan. And of course, newcomers Monza will take on Torino. On Sunday, we'll have Fiorentina take on Cremonese, and the Lazio will take on Bologna. Salernitana will take on Roma. Spezia versus Empoli. Big game, Kule. Looks like we don't have any two big teams logging on together. But of course, for me, I think the AC Milan Udinese definitely should be a big game to look out for.
Yeah, it could be a big game to look out for a team that is a defending champion coming up against Udinese. Udinese isn't a team to really, it's not a team that, they are not pushovers. So I think they're going to give AC Milan a good run for their money. But then I think AC Milan, they've got, they are able to assemble the crop of players that won the league for them this season. There's not been much of a transfer and all of that from AC Milan. So I think that it's going to be a very good season as well. Once again for AC Milan. Then Inter Milan and probably SSC Napoli with Juve really have a lot to do. Juve, one of the games Juve is going to play, I'm looking forward to see how the old lady are going to fare in that game. Remember, they've got Paul Pogba, though he's injured right now, he's not going to play.
Paul Pogba.
Paul Pogba.
So Paul Pogba will win the Scudetto.
Yes. See, Bronson, one thing you should understand is that if your heart is not with a certain club, when is that what with the club he was able to win he won the Europa League with the team, and subsequently his mind was made up, and you could see here every now and then, you know, Okuba tells you he's going to move away from Manchester United, and right now he's in the club of his heart.
No, his dream club has always been Madrid.
But
and that never happened.
He has done well with Brume in the time past.
All right, time will tell. Thank you so much, Kule, for being a part of the program.
Yeah, it's always my pleasure to be here.
All right. All right, that's my final whistle on the program today. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Now, don't forget to keep your email coming to the email number on your TV screen right now. Feel free to follow us on all our social media platforms currently displaying on your screen right now, especially our YouTube channel. It's Sport Pizza. Go there, watch previous content, and don't forget to subscribe. My name is Brownson Owana. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay safe.